Hello everyone, I am Sharath from Networkers Home Technical Team. This video is a continuation of previous topic, which is wireless topic. So this is part 2 of wireless topic. In the part 1 of wireless topic, we had discussed regarding WAP, WLC and wireless security protocols. We saw what is the need for wireless access point, what is the need for WLC, which is a LAN controller, and we had discussed few points regarding wireless security protocols which are available. So in the previous video, we had discussed the in the part 1 of wireless topic, we had discussed theory part of wireless topic. So in the part 1, we have covered theory topic of wireless topic, and this is part 2. Here we will be seeing the lab demonstration of wireless topic. So coming to the lab demonstration of wireless topic. So we will be taking one server. So we have taken one server. We'll make this as DHCP server. We'll take one PC. Then we'll take a switch. So one switch is enough. Next, we will be taking wireless LAN controller. So we will be taking the model of 2504. Okay. And we need wireless access point. So we will be taking wireless access point, 2 wireless access point. And we'll be taking lightweight access points. So access point 1, access point 2. So first we are going to set up this, and then we are going to add devices which will wirelessly connect to these 2 access points. Okay, so we can start off with our connections. DHCP server to switch to PC. Let's start configuring the DHCP server first. So assign an IP address to this DHCP server. For example, I'll assign 10.10.10.10. Subnet mask, let's set it to /24. Okay. Then we can come to services. Click on DHCP. You have to give a name to configure this DHCP pool. So the name can be WLC pool. So this is the starting IP address, or this is the network IP. This is a subnet mask. All that is fine. And for WLC, we will be assigning an IP address that we will be mentioning here itself, 10.10.10.100. And in the WLC, when we go to WLC, we will be assigning the same IP address. Click on add and click on save. So let's test whether this DHCP server is configured fine. So desktop IP configuration, and we'll pick a DHCP IP address. Okay, so we got the DHCP IP address, which means the DHCP server is working fine. Then what we will do, we will join this wireless LAN controller into our network. You can click on the WLC, click on configure, then click on management interface. And if you see here, it is already assigned with an IP address. Replace this IP address with 10.10.100, whatever IP address you had mentioned in the DHCP server. And the subnet mask, change it to /24. The subnet mask, change it to /24. Done. So now what we will be doing is we will be starting off with our configuration to WLC. And if you see, if you click on the WLC, you do not have any CLI access to this WLC, correct? You do not have any CLI access to this WLC. So how are we going to configure this WLC? We are going to configure the WLC with the help of GUI access. Okay, so you can click on the PC, choose web browser, and in the URL, type http://10.10.10.100. So this will help us to get the GUI access of the WLC. You can click on go. This might take some time. Be patient. Or if you see that it is taking too much time, you can also click on this fast forward option. So click on this fast forward option maybe 2-3 times. Come here. Yes. So you have got the GUI access to WLC. Maximize the screen. So here you can clearly see. You have to set a username and password. So I will be setting the username as admin. Password, I will be setting it to Cisco 123. Start. So we got the access to WLC. Okay, so we have to set up the initial configuration or initial setup we have to complete for WLC. We have to give a system name first. So we can just name this as WLC lab. Then we don't have to set any of this. Country, we don't have to change date and time. No, we don't have to change time zone, not required. Management IP address, just type the management IP address once again here, which is 10.10.10.100. Subnet mask, make it /24. And default gateway, I will set the default gateway as 10.10.10.10, which is the DHCP IP address, or the default gateway IP address I have set as 10.10.10.10. We don't have to configure management VLAN ID. Click on next. So here you go. You have the option to set up a profile. Okay, so you have this option to create a profile now or an SSID, and you have to set a password to that SSID. So the network name, I will name it as student. Okay, the network name, I'll name it as student, and make sure that you don't give any space after T. Okay, make sure you don't give any space after T. And if you give a space, then that will cause you problems and errors. That will give you errors. So better don't give any space after T. And even this, it is case sensitive. If you have typed capital S, then during the connection also you have to type capital S. So we will be configuring a WPA2 personal protocol only with the help of the security protocol only. Passphrase, it is telling you to define a password. So I will be setting the password to 12345678, a simple password. So retype the password. You don't have to set the VLAN ID, DHCP server address, not required. You can click on next. Yes, again, you can click on next. Okay, so this is the summary of whatever you have configured. Click on apply, and it is showing you that the WLC will now reboot. Click on OK. You can close this and you can check. This interface has turned into orange because WLC is rebooting. So if you wait for this, it will take a very, very long time. You don't have to wait for this. What you can do is you can click on this fast forward option 4 or 5 times. Come back here, check. It is still going on. So simple, you can just close this and reopen the access. Come into web browser, click on H. So now if you use HTTP, it will not work. Okay, I'm going to say HTTP 10.10.10.100, and if you see, HTTP access will now not work. Why? Because we have set a username and password. HTTP will not work. We have to use HTTPS. So here we go. We got the access to WLC. Click on login. So username is admin. Password is Cisco123. Click on login. So this is the GUI access of the WLC. If you click on WLANs, you can see this is the profile what we have created, student, and the WLC SSID is also student, and it is working on a WPA2 PSK. What is PSK? PSK is pre-shared key, which means we have already defined the password. We have to use the same password to this SSID student. So you can minimize the screen. Now you can join the WLCs. Okay, now you can join the access point into the network. And if you see they are down, how do you make it up? Click on them. You have to do a small animation. Just drag and drop this power cord into the socket. Same drag and drop. And then you can see that these two devices have powered on. If you wait for some time and check, they will also receive a IP address. So just hover over them and check. They must receive a IP address. Meanwhile, I'll just cross check what is the IP address given to the DHCP. So 10.10.10.10, that is fine. Yes. So when you hover over them, they must have received an IP address. If they have not received an IP address, just click on this passport option once. Okay, so you can see access point has got the IP address 10.10.10.2, and the access point 2 has got 10.10.10.3. Access point 1 has got 10.10.10.2, and access point 2 has got 10.10.10.3. So access points have received IP addresses, then well and good. We can go into the end device configuration. So click on tablet. So tablets are wireless devices here. You can use two tablets. Tablet 1, tablet 2. So we are going to wirelessly join these two tablets into our device. Okay, we are going to wirelessly join these two tablets into our network. So how to do that? Click on this tablet, click on configure. If you want, you can maximize the screen. Click on wireless SSID. In the SSID part, we are going to mention as student. So this is the SSID we have defined. I told you it is case sensitive. So make sure you enter a capital S only here and don't give a space after T. Click on WPA2 PSK. So this is the security protocol what we have used, WPA2, and PSK stands for pre-shared key. What is the password that we have defined there? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit enter. And you must see that yes, it has wirelessly connected to access point 1. Open this, check if it has got an IP address. Okay, so you can see that tablet 1 also received an IP address 10.10.10.4. So wirelessly this device has joined to the access point 1. Similarly, come to tablet 2, desktop, or you can click on configure, maximize, wireless, SSID is student. So SSID is student and don't give a space again. Click on authentication method is WPA2 PSK. So what is the pre-shared key? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit enter. And you must see that wirelessly it is going to configure. Yes. You can see that wirelessly it connected to access point 1. It must have also received an IP address. Yes, 10.10.10.6. So tablet 1 has an IP address 10.10.10.4. Tablet 2 has an IP address 10.10.10.6. So you can come to tablet 1 and try to ping tablet 2. Come to desktop, command prompt, give ping 10.10.10.6. Enter. So you can see there is a communication between tablet 1 and tablet 2. So tablet 2 IP address is 10.10.10.6 and I gave the same command here, ping 10.10.10.6. So from tablet 1, I'm able to communicate to tablet 2. If you want to cross check, you can just come to tablet 2 and again ping tablet 1. Tablet 1 IP address is 10.10.10.4. So come to tablet 2, desktop, command prompt, 10.10.10.4. Done. There is communication. So this is how we join wireless devices into our network, making use of WLC and making use of access point. So in my previous video, I have explained the theory part for WLC and access point, and also I have discussed about wireless security protocols. If you guys want, you can go and check out the part 1 of WLC, or you can check out the part 1 of wireless topic. This is part 2 of wireless topic, and we have seen the lab demonstration to this topic. So that is all for this video. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you.